So are you thinking about moving to San Luis Obispo County right here in California? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a map of San Luis Obispo County and walk you through from the northern part to the south and all the way east and everything in between. Things fluctuate a lot weather-wise, price-wise, and everything else. So make sure you stick around to the very end and hear it all so you can make a good educated decision when you're making a move here to the Central Coast. So I'm going to get after it right now. So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about moving to the Central Coast, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll be notified each time that I put new information out about moving here to the Central Coast. So I get calls from people just like you every single day, and I love it. I love helping people move to the coast. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give me a call, shoot me a text, or an email so I can help you out with a smooth transition to the Central. Okay, so here we are. Here's my big map of San Luis Obispo County. I wanted to present on this big screen and show you around the county because it is a pretty big county. We're right in the center of California, going along the coast. We actually do go pretty far inland to the east in some of the areas of San Luis Obispo County. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to start up here with San Simeon. San Simeon is a great town in the northern part of San Luis Obispo County. And San Simeon is famous because it's one of two beaches that the elephant seals stop at. They stop and rest, and I'm not sure if they breed here or if they breed at the northern beaches they go to called Año Nuevo. But basically, there's only two places that you can really go and see elephant seals, and one of them is right here, the northern part of San Luis Obispo County. So let's go southbound. We're going to go down on Highway 1, and our next town is Cambria. Cambria is a very quaint little town. It's called Cambria Pines by the Sea. So this little town is kind of hilly, and there's a lot of pine trees. It's kind of foresty almost, and a really just great place to go and relax and have a vacation. It's a very quiet little town there in Cambria. Cambria is kind of famous for a beach there that's called Moonstone Beach. They have lots of great driftwood and all kinds of knickknacks to pick through and check out. And please don't take them from the beach. We're not supposed to take stuff, but it is a great place. Cambria, Pines by the Sea, is a really good place to go and spend a day or a weekend or go and live up there. As we move down Highway 1, we're going to go down to this town called Harmony. Harmony's a teeny tiny little town on the way to Cambria. I'm not recalling the population, but there's barely anyone there. But it is a touristy little town. It's a great place to stop and visit. There's a glass blowing place, which is really fun, and some cool little stores there in Harmony. So, if you're here just for a weekend or something, it's a great day trip to go up to Harmony and Cambria. Bring the kids, bring the family. You can have a great time. As we come down, coming down Highway 1, which goes right along the coastline, it's absolutely beautiful drive up there. The next town is Cayucos. Cayucos is a little bit bigger than Cambria, and there's more homes and more living opportunities there in Cayucos. Cayucos is, it's closer to San Luis Obispo and some of the larger communities. So it's not quite as remote as Cambria and San Simeon. It's a really neat town, Cayucos. Definitely worth visiting. It's just a coastal beach town. You really get that good like surfer feeling when you go and visit Cayucos. So let's go east now that we're still up north. Okay, so up in the northernmost part eastward on Highway 101, this is 101, the purple line here, we're going to be in Paso Robles. Paso Robles is a great town in northern San Luis Obispo County. It's a great place for wine tasting. It has a very quaint little downtown area, and it's about a 40-minute drive from San Luis Obispo. Paso Robles is a big town. It's a big town for northern San Luis Obispo County. So when you're up in Paso, you're going to have access to lots of great food. There's a lot of wineries up there. You can go wine tasting. And there's a very quaint little downtown area. And the Paso Robles Inn right there is a great place to stop for dinner or to stay at the hotel. Now, speaking of Paso Robles and our microclimates, Paso Robles during the summertime and the springtime is significantly warmer than the coastal areas of like Cambria and then the southern beach cities of San Luis Obispo County. So if you like the warm weather, you want your summers to be in the 90s and even into the hundreds. And then when we get into wintertime, it cools down a little bit more. It's a little bit cooler than the southern part of San Luis Obispo County. So Paso Robles, again, really big, lots of golf, lots of entertainment. And also, Paso Robles, although the prices keep going up as far as real estate is concerned all over the county of San Luis Obispo, but Paso Robles in these northern towns do tend to be a little bit more affordable than the southern part of San Luis Obispo County. Now, Paso Robles, we're also going to see a lot of homes with air conditioning and businesses with air conditioning because it does get that warm. That microclimate up there is very warm. So it is kind of fun when you're up in Paso. Say you're staying there for a weekend and it's over 100 degrees if you want to cool off. But you can just jump right over to Cambria, Cayucos, and all these areas and get that coastal influence and enjoy some nice, cool weather. Let's head down the 101. We're going to hit Templeton on our way to Atascadero. Templeton and Atascadero are two neat towns in northern San Luis Obispo County. Again, it's a little bit warmer. And Templeton and Atascadero, they both have a lot of trees. So it's very well known up there. There's a high density of oak trees that are absolutely gorgeous. You go up there in the winter and the spring when it's raining and the hills are green and all of the trees are green foliage. It's absolutely beautiful. Atascadero has a lot to offer too. There's a zoo there. There's a lake. There's a great park. So really nice hometown feeling there in Atascadero. But as soon as you get out of town, you can definitely just kind of get lost out into the oak trees and the woods out there in Atascadero. And again, there's on this corridor now we're gonna head back west. So coming from Atascadero, we have Highway 46, and that will bring you right over to Cayucos, and then we're gonna head southbound on Highway 1 again. So that's gonna drop us into Morro Bay. Morro Bay is famous for, well, the big Morro or the big rock that is out in the water just off the coast, and it's actually right by the marina and offers some protection to the marina. So when you go to Morro Bay, you can surf. There's camping. You definitely have nice cool weather in Morro Bay. You can go kayaking and rent boats. You can go out on fishing trips and everything. So a lot of fun things happening in Morro Bay. Morro Bay also has a great promenade. So there are a lot of events in Morro Bay. So there are art festivals. There's always great food and always great shops to go enjoy in Morro Bay. Now, Morro Bay, you're getting a lot closer to San Luis Obispo, which is kind of the middle of the county, and it's about not a long drive if you wanted to live in Morro Bay, enjoy that nice cool climate, and then drive into San Luis Obispo and go to the college or work in San Luis Obispo. So right next to Morro Bay, as we go south on Highway 1, is Baywood and Los Osos. Those two towns are kind of packed together right here on the coast. In Los Osos and Baywood, we have Montaña de Oro. Montaña de Oro is an absolutely gorgeous place to go hike and surf. It's all right along the coastline. Beautiful place. So obviously, all over San Luis Obispo County, there are a lot of great places for day trips. It's also great to live there. So super nice weather and nice and cool here. And there's Montaña de Oro State Park. So we're going to head south from Morro Bay. We would go over on Los Osos Valley Road and head into San Luis Obispo. So Los Osos Valley Road, Los Osos is Spanish for the bears, and Los Osos Valley Road just goes directly from Highway 101 over to Highway 1 and into Los Osos and Morro Bay. There are some homes out there, and there are a lot of the morros and hills out for hiking, biking, and all kinds of outdoor activities and entertainment. During the fall time, like it is now, we have pumpkin patches and farms that you can go out and visit. You can really go out and get some large properties out there, and there are large parcels of land. So if you're looking for a big chunk of land somewhere here in San Luis Obispo County, that's a good place to start looking out there in this area. So once we hit into San Luis Obispo, that is our main town. Obviously, the county is named after it. San Luis Obispo it's a big town, relatively big for the coast. It's kind of the main hub of the county, in that Cal Poly University is there. We have Cuesta College right there in San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo is growing quite a bit. And so there's a lot of housing that's coming up there, and all the shopping is there in San Luis Obispo. So you do Costco runs, and the bigger box stores are going to be located in San Luis Obispo. There are some of those up in Paso, Robles. San Luis Obispo is really kind of the go-to place for shopping. Once you go into the downtown area of San Luis Obispo, it's very, very quaint. It is and has been voted the happiest, the sunniest place in the country a few years back. And San Luis Obispo really is pleasant. It's just inland enough. You can see it's not very far from the beach. Avila Beach is the closest beach to San Luis Obispo. But so San Luis Obispo has more sun. The coastline here in SLO County has a lot of fog. We get morning fog. We get seasonal fog. So much seasonal fog that we actually have names for it, like May Gray and June Gloom. So those 2 months of the year, we really get a lot of fog down here. But down at the beach areas, when it's foggy, you can go to San Luis Obispo as soon as you take this curve and start heading north on Highway 101. Then the fog tends to break, and there's a lot more sunny days in San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo is also a great place for culture. So you can go to the Pack Theater in Cal Poly, and you can see shows. A lot of shows come through. We have the old Fremont theaters. We get a lot of concerts that come through the Fremont Theater and some of the other venues. It's really fun to go to farmers market every Thursday night in San Luis Obispo, and lots of quaint little stores and boutique stores, and restaurants. Great place to go. So once we head down out of San Luis Obispo, we're going to go head south on Highway 101. You can see that we're going to curve and we're going to get close to Avila Beach, California. So right when we make this curve and hit the coast, you're going to see a huge view. You're going to see the ocean, and then you can shoot over to Avila Beach on Avila Beach Road. Avila Beach is, again, a very sunny place to live and visit. The word Avila is actually a Chumash word. The Chumash Indians were the native indigenous people that lived here, and the word Chumash means hole in the sky, and that comes from the number of sunny days in Avila Beach that we have every single year. It's really pretty amazing that we can be sitting in the fog in all over the coast, and then you can drive into Avila Beach and it really does open up, and there's just this little pocket of sun. Avila Beach has, again, lots of food, lots of fun things like farmers markets. There's Port St. Louis down there, so you can actually go like deep sea fishing off of Port St. Louis. You can camp. You can rent kayaks and paddle boards. It's not at all unusual to see whales out there. There's generally sea lions and sea life to see. So it's really a fun, exciting place to go. Also in Avila Beach, you don't want to miss out, is there's an off-leash dog park right there along the beach. It's a specific beach that allows dogs to get off of their leashes, and there's just one boat ramp for access. So when you take your dog off the leash, it's surrounded by a big wall of rocks and then the ocean. So you're not likely to lose your dog at the off-leash dog beach. So we're going to head out of Avila Beach now, and we're going to head a little bit south. And the next town that we're going to hit is Pismo Beach. We're going to drive through a part of Pismo Beach that's called Shell Beach. It's the northern part of Pismo Beach that runs right along the coastline on Highway 101. Pismo Beach is a very popular place to come. We have there's a pier at Pismo Beach, lots of shopping, lots of fun activities to do in Pismo. Pismo Beach, of course, is famous for the clams, and one of my favorite cartoon characters loves it as well, Bugs Bunny. You may have remembered him in those old Warner Brothers cartoons where he digs his way all the way to Pismo Beach and pops up, and he's happy to be here in Pismo. So Pismo Beach, we do get the foggy influence, but Highway 101 runs right through Pismo Beach, and Pismo Beach is the northernmost beach of the 5 cities. 5 cities down here is the southern part, we call it South County in San Luis Obispo. The 5 cities are Pismo Beach, Grover Beach, Oceano, Arroyo Grande, and then there's a little town that didn't even make it on this map called Halcyon. So the 5 cities, great place to live, very cool Mediterranean climate. We do have some hills. We go up even. We have a lake out in the 5 cities in Arroyo Grande. The other lakes that are in San Luis Obispo County are up north around Atascadero and Paso Robles. So if you want to be really warm and hot during the summertime and enjoy the lakes, there's Lake Nacimiento and Lake San Antonio. Those are up north. You can go up to the Lake Lopez in Arroyo Grande, which is finally full. It hasn't been full for over 20 years, and just this year it filled up. So there's plenty of fishing opportunities. It tends to be windy up at Lake Lopez, so it's a great place for kite surfers, wind surfers. It's also a great place for sailing, and you can rent boats and go fishing up there at Lake Lopez in Arroyo Grande. So we just hit the 5 cities. There's one more town to the south here in San Luis Obispo County, and that is Nipomo. Nipomo, again, it's just a little bit inland, so they have a little bit less fog. The prices of homes are a little bit lower in Nipomo than they are in this 5 cities area. And the weather is just a little bit warmer, maybe 5 degrees warmer than these towns here in the South County. Now we're going to go eastward because it's a big county. San Luis Obispo, I'm going to jump over on this side. So San Luis Obispo does go out to the east. Arroyo Grande goes pretty far out, but then when we go south towards Nipomo and Santa Maria, then we can go all the way out, and it's not even on my big map, but on this little map, you can see that it ends way out at Cuyama and New Cuyama. So that's about an hour drive to the east. So that gives you an idea how big San Luis Obispo County is. So we're going to end and blend into Kern County, which is our neighbors to the east. So that is San Luis Obispo County. There was a lot more than I thought I was going to say, but I just wanted to give that breakdown. I really like to explain this to people. They call me and they say, hey, I'm looking to move to your area, and I've never been there before, and people just are not familiar with the different climates, and they can get themselves into a place that they're not happy. So please call, consult me. Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about the microclimates, and let's talk about considering renting a home for a little while if you're making the move here, so you can decide which climate and what town you really are going to be happy in.